Hello and welcome to the show. Apologies for the noise in the background because today's episode is an out and about episode. So you're going to hear the usual distractions. Now, today I'm going to share a conversation that never happened because I was supposed to have a conversation with Divine. He's based in Futo, that's Owerri. And I was really surprised to hear that because, back in my uni days, the only University of Technology I knew was FUTA. That's, where's FUTA again? So, Federal University of Technology, is that Abeokuta? I can't remember anyway. So I only knew FUTA, so I was surprised to know that there's a FUTO and there are other universities of technology as well. Now, Divine sells perfumes and body scents in the university community, and we were supposed to have a little chat about how to achieve his business goals, but that conversation never happened because, things are busy with students, and then things are also busy with me as well. Now, in the past, I used to try and chase up everybody to make sure that, if I promised you a conversation, we'd have a conversation. But to be honest, things are getting busier. I have client work that I have to get back to, and then I also have one or two other runs that I'm trying to chase. So the onus is on you, actually. If you reach out to me and you want to have a free business session, a strategy a business audit, or you want to have me answer a couple of your questions, sure, I'm open to talking to people for free. I have absolutely no problem with that because, my philosophy is information is free and then execution is what it is that you pay for. So, yeah, I'm down for a free conversation. But the thing is, I can't chase everyone. So if we agree to a time or a place, that's for those of you that I've seen in person. So if we agree to a time or to a place, the responsibility for making sure that this interaction happens is up to you and not me. The best I can do is to say, look, I'm available Friday, 10 a.m. Send me a Zoom link and we'll have a chat. So if it's 10:05 and I don't see any Zoom link from you, I'm not going to chase you up. I'll just keep doing my thing. And if time passes. I'll be like, oh, look, sorry, I'm busy. I'm on to something else. So for those of you who are going to reach out for a strategy session or a business audit, or you have questions you'd like for me to answer, just know that the onus is on you. I'm not going to chase you up. Now, the number to call is 080-6466-2140. The country code is +234. For those of you who are not Nigerian, then that's my WhatsApp number as well. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. The name to look for is Tavishima Ayede. And then I have a YouTube channel with the same name as well. So everything that I put out is out there on the YouTube, including all the videos that I used to have on TikTok. I think most of the videos I used to have on TikTok, I've shut down my TikTok account, but they're on the YouTube as well. So you can go and have a look. All right, so now let's go into this conversation that never happened. So Divine, if you're listening to this podcast, this is for you. We didn't have the conversation, but these are some of the things I'm assuming we would have spoken about if we did have that conversation. So, like I said, Divine, he's in Futo and he sells perfumes and body scents, and he says his main challenge is reaching out to customers. Although, in my own opinion, I think he's doing pretty well because if I remember the conversation, because I can't find, where I wrote down all the details because this conversation was supposed to have happened a long time ago. I'm surprised if it's almost like a month we should have spoken. I think he was doing maybe like around that kind 70 something, 80 something K in profits. And in my own opinion, it's not bad. I mean, you're dealing with an industry where you don't profit much on the perfumes. Like I know someone who sells some perfumes and, you hear that a perfume costs, maybe like 300K and you're thinking, man, that's mad money. But then when you talk to the person who sells the perfume, the person like, look, this is Miyake or this whatever, and it's 300K retail, but the one that enters inside my pocket, the profit, reach 20K, that kind of thing. So the margins are not super high. So I'm assuming if you're doing 70 to 80K, roughly every week, and you're in the student community, you actually are not doing too bad. Not doing too bad at all. But we'll talk some more about what the appropriate, expectations are to have. So he says his challenges are reaching out to customers, but then again, who doesn't have that challenge? Everybody does. Then the things he has tried previously in the past included putting up posters on campus, and then WhatsApp, sending DMs to people, broadcast messages. Then, oh, guys, sorry, it's a windy day here, just in case the microphone is picking up all this wind. Then, let's see what else. Okay, then another challenge is that he's not clear on his ICP. If this is your first time listening to the show, the ICP just means your ideal customer profile, your customer avatar, the main people you're supposed to be chasing, the juiciest people you like to work to, the people that give you life, the people that give your bank account life. You understand what I'm saying? Those people, those are your ideal customer profile. Now, the idea behind the ideal customer profile is this. There are some people that, yes, they give you money, but then they drain the life out of you. If that's not your ideal customer, then avoid those people. Because they give you money, but they give you a shitload of stress, and then at the end of the day, the money no go make sense again. So we need to ask ourselves these questions. Who are my ICP? So that when I wake up in the morning, I know who I'm chasing. I just face who I'm supposed to be facing and, get my stuff done. So who are the people that I love working with? Who are the people that pay me right? All these kinds of questions. And although I recommend also looking at your trading history to try and figure out who are the people that you've ended up doing the best business with or the most business with. So all these sorts of questions that we need to answer these sorts of questions. Then let's see what else. Okay, I mentioned that the strategies he has tried so far as he has done. Okay, QR codes. I didn't mention that. Putting up QR codes to send people to his website. Okay, I mentioned that he has been putting posters on Futo, the Warrior campus. Then what else? Okay, sharing flyers. I mentioned that. What else? Okay, he doesn't want to waste money when it comes to promotion because he doesn't want to. How do I put it? He doesn't want to squander money, where he wants to put money where he thinks is going to be a sure thing. And we would have discussed that. Then, then another challenge is that he doesn't know his UVP. UVP just means unique value proposition. Unique value proposition is the answer to the question, why do people do business with me? You need to know why people are doing business with you, because if you know the main reasons, then, a notification has come up on my phone. Oh yeah, sorry about that. What was I? So, if you know the main reasons why people are reaching out to you, then you know what it is to put in your marketing collateral, you know what to say in conversations, things like that. So knowing your UVP, your unique value proposition, why people do business with you, what problems do you solve, all those kind of things. If you know them, it makes it easier for you to close the sale. So some of these questions, sounds like theory. But when you reach out to me and then I ask you some of these questions, like what's your, UVP, there's a reason why, right? So I'm sure some of you, when you reach out to me, because the process is this, you reach out, there's a standard set of questions that I send everybody. I send those questions, you answer them. Based on the answers, we'll now know how this conversation is going to flow. Then, some of the questions there might seem strange, like ICP and then UVP. But anyway, I'm asking them for a reason. So, let's get into the conversation that never happened. So on this whole thing now that Divine's challenge is customer acquisition. Okay, what I would have told him, and what I'm going to tell everybody is that, look, this is just a normal part of doing business. So just embrace the challenge. All right? This is a normal part of doing business. There's nobody. Okay, well, there are some people, but there are few. There are very, very few. But there's very few people wake up and say, my problem is too many customers. What am I going to do? Those people are very, very few. And by the way, if you're somebody who is in that situation, the answer to the question is raise your prices. Let me repeat. There are very few people who are in that situation where they wake up and say, hey, God, I have too many customers today. I won't die. What am I going to do? The answer, if you're one of those people in that situation, is raise your prices. You can hire more people so that you can deal with the excess orders and things like that. But, hiring people is something that takes time. You need to interview, make sure you hire the right person, train the person, make sure that the cultural fit is right, things like that. That's if you're a self-employed person. But the quickest thing you can do is raise your prices. And some of you will say, yeah, if I raise prices now, people will fade. People will disappear. Yes, some people will disappear. But then you'll be left with people who are willing to pay the price, and it will make it worth your effort. Now, there's a mathematical model for this thing. Of course, math is not my thing, but for those of you who are good in math, you can figure it out. If you're dealing with 100 customers and each of the customers are paying you, I don't know. Okay, let me keep it simple. If you're dealing with 100 customers and each of them is paying you 5K, then at the end of the day, your money is, what's your money, self? That's 5,000 multiplied by 100. How many zeros is that? That is 3, and then plus 2, that is 5. So that should be 500K, I think. If my math is not correct, please do not crucify me. I didn't tell any of you that I'm good at mathematics, which is why I married a very intelligent woman who is good at mathematics and who knows how to calculate stuff. So whenever I need to know, like, oh, babe, if we have this amount of money and we fix it at this interest, how much is the money going to be? I just know that I just send that thing to my wife, and then she tells me, okay, if we fix it at this rate, this is how much we make. So if you're not good at numbers, marry a woman who is good at numbers. Where was I? I lost my train of thought. So if it is 100 customers now, each of them, you're charging them, I should have written this down. Anyway, whatever it is that I said, if it is 100 people at 5K, that is 500,000. Okay, so 500,000. Now, if you're worried that if you raise your prices, let's say you double your prices now, you make it 10K. The thing is, even if half of those people disappear, you will still be making the same amount of money, but you will now have more time on your hands because you're servicing half the people that you used to service before. So you can see that if you double your price and then half the people disappear, already there are some benefits. The stress will go down, the money will still be the same. But the thing is, it gets to a certain level that after a while, you can even make more money with less number of clients. I know it sounds strange. The first time I heard it, I was also thinking, no, that is not right. But I've seen it in practice. You're charging somebody 5K, you're worried about doubling it to 10 because you think people will fall away. But then after a while, you realize that, okay, now I'm at 20K and yes, 80% of the people faded. But even at that, I'm still making profits. And now I even have free time. So basically, that's what I've told Divine, that nobody wakes up saying, Father Lord, I have too many customers. Very few people get to that stage. When you get to that stage, the solution is raise your prices or hire new people. But me, I prefer raising prices. Anything we can, because, inflation, this and this, that and that. The easiest thing to do basically is just raise your prices. So if you have too many customers, raise your prices. Everybody else, welcome to the club. That's what we do every day. We wake up and we try to bring customers in through the door. In fact, Peter Drucker, American management consultant, business consultant, he says that business has two functions, marketing and innovation. Innovation, all of us already know innovation. Innovation does mean changing your product, changing your service, making things better. But then marketing is the business function that answers the question, how am I going to bring customers in through the door? Peter Drucker says marketing is the most important function, and I will tell you, whether you want to agree or not, that is absolutely correct. The reason why I know is because I was born in a TV production / journalist, household. And when we were small, my father bought Betamax. Betamax is one of the formats for watching video. But then there was another technology called VHS. Everybody says, the technical people, like my father, and then my father's colleagues, like Engineer Manson, was also part of the technical team, and all of them said that Betamax was the best. But for some reason, VHS was better at marketing. At the end of the day, it is VHS that captured the whole world. So if you're listening to this podcast now, maybe you're 15, 16, 18 years old, you have no idea what I'm talking about, go and talk to your parents and ask them, have you heard of VHS? They'll say, VHS, that's what we used to watch film on when we were small. Then now ask them, have you heard of Betamax? They'll say, Beta what? They have no idea of Betamax, even though Betamax was the technically superior product. So, marketing, innovation. The most important business function is marketing, because people can have the technically superior product, but they will get out-marketed by their competition. And back in my photography days, It's something that people used to complain a lot. People say, look, this guy, his photo no fine self, blah, 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 blah. Customers are stupid. They don't know this. It's not that the customer is stupid. The other guy is better than you at marketing. So shut up. Don't complain. Go and learn your marketing game. Go and learn sales. That's how you go and outflank the competition. So too many people are innovating. So back then, people will go and be buying money on Photoshop courses. You travel abroad, go and study, go to international, New York Film School, go here, go and Dublin School of Arts and travel, then come back and then be complaining that you're an award-winning photographer, but some local chap is making more money than you. The local chap is making more money than you because even though you are technically better than him, the guy is better than marketing, or the babe is better than marketing. So you have two business functions, marketing and innovation. Please learn. I'm not saying ignore innovation. No. So we must be learning our craft and we must be innovating, but marketing is the superior one. So challenges in customer acquisition, that is what we are supposed to do on a daily, to wake up and to see how can I bring more customers in through the door. For the customers that are coming in through the door, how can I make sure that they pay more over time? For the people that are coming through the door, how do I make sure that we're getting good quality people walking in through the door? Because remember, I told you guys at the top of the hour that there's some people pay you money, but they drain your life. And at the end of the day, you're like, hi, this money that I collect myself, is it worth it? So we need to make sure that the right kind of people are coming in through the door. So bottom line is, Divine, it's okay. Welcome to the club. That's what we all do. We wake up every day and we think, how can I get more customers, better quality customers? How do I get them to pay more? It's just the nature of the game. So welcome to the club. Then posters and flyers. Yes, we've been doing flyers. If I had had the conversation, I would have wanted to make sure that you understand that when it comes to posters and flyers, it is a numbers game. The problem that people have when it comes to flyers is somebody will go and print 500 flyers, and then you share 500 and then you say, oh, flyers doesn't work. Like, you only printed 500. Like, what are you thinking? It is a numbers game. When you have posters, when you have flyers, you're supposed to blanket everywhere. Look at presidential contenders, whether it's APC or PDP or whichever party. When election time comes, do you think they go and print 500 posters and then put in? No, they print millions of posters and blanket everywhere and get the word out. Unfortunately, if you're going to use posters, that is just the nature of the game. It's about numbers. So I wanted to make sure, Divine, that you're not one of these people that went to go and print 500 flyers. The thing with printing flyers and posters is the more that you the more that you print, the cheaper it gets, per unit. So you might find out that if you're paying 10,000 naira and they give you 500 flyers, you might find out that if you want 1,000 flyers, all you have to do is, maybe pay 15K. I mean, the prices, I'm not sure about what it is now because it's been a while since I printed flyers. But the unit economics on flyers, the more you print, the cheaper it gets. So don't go and be printing runs of 500. In my own opinion, go and print runs of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, maybe even 4,000. So you're in a university community. If you have 4,000 flyers and... Sorry, one moment. Okay, anyway, I'll call the guy back. So if you have 1,000... if you have 2,000, 3,000 flyers and the goal is to distribute them over the course of 1 year, it's not bad. It's realistic. It's doable. It's just that when you're holding the 3,000, 4,000 flyers in your hand, it will look like it's massive. But, if you look at it, you're distributing, 50, 100 every day. Before you know it, the thing will finish. So, it's a numbers game. Don't go and share 500 and think you've done something. No. At the very least, get 1,000. And then when it comes to posters and flyers, it's plenty of legwork. So get ready to walk. Don't use your brand new shoes. Just wear palms. Be comfortable because you're going to walk up and down. Take flyers to the Student Union building in Ife. Where I finished. The Student Union building, we had suya, we had gym, table tennis, sports arena, some hangouts, things like that. Carry flyers there. Go and be sharing. Walking up and down. Go and share your flyers. Then in Ife we had a booker, so I know that universities definitely. Well, I don't know about now, but back then most universities, Unilag, OAU, we had bookers. You had the fancy bookers, the new bookers, the modern, nice, clean places. Then you had the old booker, where you sell amala. You go and stay under zinc and eat. So in my own opinion, Sha, go to the bookers. But I think you should avoid the old booker. That's all those places that have, like Mami Market with zinc and you understand those places now. You're eating and then cows and chickens are walking all over the place. So in my own opinion, if you have places like that in Futo, ignore those places. Go to New Booker, go and be sharing your flyer. Go to the hostels. Go to the hostel entrance. There are some schools I hear that you can't enter a female hostel. But no problem. If you can't enter a female hostel, nobody stops you from staying at the gate of female hostel. And as they're entering, you be giving them flyer. But oh, sister, you want perfume, correct perfume, blah, blah, blah. Be handing out your posters. Then, let's see, what else? Lecture halls. Yes, lecture halls. Before the lecture starts, go in, hand out your flyer, or stay at the front door as people are entering, be giving them your flyer. Library entrance. You can't talk in the library, but you can give your flyers outside library entrance. Then, off-campus student housing, because like in Ife, back then, there was this hotel, Mayfair Hotel, where big boys and big girls, they used to stay there. The rest of us who are normal people will go and rent house outside, but some people, will pay to stay in the hotel. So if you guys have something like Mayfair Hotel, then yeah, just stay outside the gate now. No security guard will disturb you. As people are driving in, just be giving them the flyer, or go to the car park and then be dropping the flyer on their cars. Then restaurants and eateries, because in university communities, like Ife and Unilag, you find out that the university dominates the economic landscape, as in when school is dry and students have gone home, all the other businesses just dry up. So restaurants and eateries, plenty of students are there. So just go, hand out your flyers. Then transport hubs, people that are trying to get into school, hand out the flyers. The bus stops, hand out your flyers. Garage, people going back home, people landing to go to school, hand out your flyers. So it's plenty of legwork. But just print a good bunch and then make sure that you distribute them well. But realize that when it comes to flyers, this thing is a numbers game. So if, in fact, any of you people that I'm talking to, if it's a physical meeting and you tell me that you tried flyers and I say how many, you say you printed 300, I'll knock you on the head. That's the first thing I'll do before we continue the conversation. I'll give you a correct knock on the head. Flyers is a numbers game. It is a numbers game. Don't say you try 500, the thing didn't work. At the least, do 1,000, 2,000, and then you say, okay, I tried it, the thing didn't work, and then distribute everything. Because it can be tiring, give yourself a goal. If you go out and say every single day I'm going to be distributing 200 flyers, and you do that faithfully every day, you'll wake up and after 6 months, you see that you've made progress. And then from the number of people who will be calling and be pinging you, you see that, oh, truly, you have made progress. So just give yourself a goal. I don't know what goal is realistic, but every day I'll go and hand out X number of flyers. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, I'll go to female hostel and relax with my girlfriend. Then Sunday, I'll dedicate it to the Lord. And then next week, Monday, I'll start again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to distribute 200 flyers. So you do that every single week. You find that by the time January finish, okay, no, where are we now? We're in March. By the time March finish, you would have distributed 200. That's 1K, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd have distributed 4,000. Am I correct? 200 times 5 is 1,000. 4 weeks in a month. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4,000. So you see what I was saying? If you printed a batch of 4,000, you can see that if you're distributing 200 per day, 1 month, you finish 4,000 flyers. It's not that hard. It's just that when you receive that delivery and you carry 4,000 flyers, you're like, man, this is much. But really, as in realistically speaking, 4,000 flyers is not much. 200 every day, you finish it in 1 month. So that's what I would have told Divine. Sorry, let me consult my notes. Let's see what else. QR codes. Now, he said he had QR codes and he's sending people to the website. Now, this is my own take. When we're doing some of these things, the goal is conversation. Sales is a conversation. So let us stop assuming that the website can sell for us, or that Instagram handle can sell for us, or things these things help if that is how people discover us. But in my own opinion, if you're creating QR codes, stop sending people to WhatsApp, to website and then Instagram. When you do QR code, in my own opinion, the goal is to have a conversation with somebody. Because it's from conversations or interactions that you can increase your, what's that word, conversions. Conversion just means if I talk to 10 people, how many people did I close? If I talk to 100 people, how many people did I close? If I talk to 1,000 people, how many people do I close? So the goal is always to increase your conversions. That if you're talking to 10 people and doing business with 3, the goal is over time. Let's be getting to 5, let's be getting to 7. You will never reach 10. If you ever reach 10, you know that your product is too cheap. And what did I say? If you have too many customers, everybody's doing business with you, raise your prices. Raise your prices. So, where was I? So for this QR code of a thing, because he's doing QR code, sending people to websites. I've seen somebody who was doing QR code and sending people to Instagram. Like, what the hell? Send them to your WhatsApp now, so that you guys can start having a conversation. In fact, if you know how to do the QR code thing, you scan. It should open up on the website on your WhatsApp, and then maybe if you have one of those WhatsApp automated messages, oh, thank you very much. How can I help you today? Anyway, you guys can figure that out. But the gist I'm trying to say is, when you do QR code, stop this website thing, I beg. Send them to your WhatsApp, or send them to your email, or send them to phone number, or send them to somewhere where they can start talking to somebody, so that we can have a conversation and increase and give us a chance at conversion. So stop giving them extra work. If somebody has scanned the QR code, that is work. Don't add an extra step in the process by letting that QR code go to the website. If they scan the QR code, you should send them direct to your phone. That is how we're going to close more deals. You're chatting, you're pinging, you're emailing somebody direct from your phone. Now, Divine is also doing WhatsApp broadcasts. And, if you've been listening to the show for any length of time, you already know what my opinion on these things are. When it comes to blanket broadcasting everybody, the answer is capital N-O. No, don't do blanket broadcasts. It is intrusive and it's hurting your deliverability. Because it is intrusive, some people like me, because I'm trying to be nice, I'll just ignore you. But then other people who are not in business, like my wife, my mom, my in-laws, they're tired of seeing 200 messages in their inbox every day. So what they do is, a message comes in, I don't know this person, or this person is being a pest. They just start doing block. Now, the algorithms are picking up this kind of behavior. Now, okay, this person sends out 5,000 messages in a month. Of the 5,000 he sends, 4,850 people block him. These are the things that you do, and you now hear that, WhatsApp suspended my account, or Facebook suspended my account, or this or this. That is how it happens. So in my own opinion, all these blanket broadcast, select all, select everyone. No, stop it. It's intrusive to people. It is hurting your deliverability. It's making it even harder for people who even want to hear from you to hear from you. So what do? My own opinion, build a contact list and use an opt-in strategy. Opt-in just means you ask somebody, you ask for permission. It's not hard for you to send messages to people one-on-one, or when you're meeting them, you just ask them, would you like to receive updates on our latest perfumes and our offers in WhatsApp? And then the person says, oh yes, I don't mind. You now add that person to a separate broadcast list that you have created on your phone. It is only the people that said yes that you broadcast to them only, because at least they have told you, yes, you can send to me. It doesn't mean some people won't block you. Some people will still block you on that list because, people forget, or maybe your messages become too much. But at least the number of people that block you from that list will be lower. So this is how you cure it. Just build a contact list. Ask people, would you like to receive updates? Would you like to receive offers? Would you like to receive promos? Would you like to receive this? Or say, oh yes, then add them to the list. That's it. Those are the people that you broadcast. Now, on broadcasting, let's make sure that our calls to action are very clear. Call to action is what do you want the people to do next. The reason why I'm highlighting that is sometimes people just send messages for the sake of messaging. Happy Easter, happy Valentine's Day, ma. Your favorite perfumers, we remember you all the time. Have a wonderful year, blah, blah, blah. All those kind of messages. In my own opinion, those messages are, useless. Okay, well, they're not useless, but don't send them too much. Pointless messages. Your messages should have a point. You're trying to educate them on something. You're trying to let them know what is new. But either way, put clear calls to action. One call to action can be visit the shop. If you're part of the university community, it might make sense to actually have a shop in in the school market. Because if your student union is vibrant, you find out that the cost that students have to pay will be lower than other people. So you can get a shop for cheap. I'm not sure what Owerri is like, but in OAU anyway, the student union is very, very vibrant. So they will make sure that, even if outsiders are paying, I don't know, maybe like 25K for a shop, you find out that maybe students are paying maybe 5K or 10K for a shop or something like that. So you can have a shop there. And one call to action when you're sending all these broadcast messages would be visit shop B2 in Owerri, Ultra Modern Students Union Market. Another call to action can be reply to order, say yes to order, or reply 1 to order the latest Isimiyaki, something. By the way, I'm not a perfume person, so I don't know if Isimiyaki is a perfume or a design. If Isimiyaki is a designer, then please, no vex. But I know, Sha, that during my time in school, some people used to do Isimiyaki. That's whatever Isimiyaki is. Then, let's see, what else? Okay, visit the shop, reply to order. Then another call to action, share with friends who love perfumes, So, but what I'm just trying to say is, don't be sending all those pointless messages of, dear valued customer, thank you for patronizing us in 2024. We look forward to being a part of your life in 2025. Happy New Year or Happy Valentine's Day or something. And then you just leave the message like that, One or two of those is okay, but your messages should have a clear point. Are you educating them? Are you letting them know of a latest offer or something? And then after that, make sure you have calls to action. Visit the shop, reply to order, share with people, blah, blah, blah. Now, let's see what else. Okay, WhatsApp, broadcast now. Now, we now have to be real, what's the word? Is it dicey? No, not dicey. Timing is an issue, Sha. That's what I'm just trying to say. Don't be pinging people late at night. But then again, you're like in a student community. So just try and figure out when are students online. Whenever they're online, that's the best time to send that message. Your messaging. Then, let's see what else. You doesn't want to waste money. Sure, no problem. You don't want to waste money. Good. But you need to reframe the way you're thinking about it. It is not that you don't want to waste money, but rather you're trying to optimize what you spend on business promotion, or you're trying to find the most effective ways to promote your business. The reason why I'm saying reframe is because this is business, it's normal. There's no way you won't waste money. It happens. We can't avoid it. What we can do is just to make sure that the money that we spend, the effectiveness keeps going up and up and up, but there will always be waste. It's just normal. The reason why I'm saying reframe is because people who are focused on waste end up not doing anything at all. Some people say, I don't want to waste money on flyers. And then because of that, they never try. Some people say, I don't want to waste money on Instagram advertisements. Because of that, they never try. Some people say, I don't want to waste money physical prospecting. And, I'm wasting money on fuel and bus. And so they never try. And you're shrinking your frame of operations. We should be trying to expand the frame of operations. The goal is, let me try this thing within reason. Oh, this one didn't work. I will never do it again. Let me try this one within reason. Okay, this one worked only 5%. Okay, let me try it again. Let's say we can make it work 10%. So that is the proper way to look at things. So it's not about, I don't want to waste money, but rather it is the money that I'm spending. I'm trying to make it much more effective. I'm trying to optimize my business promotion costs because waste is normal. Let me give you one example. My client right now has a shop in also student community. They sell, digital accessories. The first time he tried Instagram advertisements, and this is the reason why I tell you people that whenever you hear of somebody who succeeded out of the gate, just know that it happens, but it's not typical. So the first 50K he spent on Instagram ads, guess how much he made back? He made over $1 million, close to $2 million, because he ran the thing. The campaign cost 50K, but then the 2 customers that he got bought gaming consoles, and so that was close to 2M in sales. But then the second 50K that he ran, guess how much business he got from it? 0. You see? So it does happen. It is possible that the first time you drop 50K, you make close to 2M. But those results are not typical. But either way, you can see that there was some waste. So the first one, drop 50K, get close to 2M. You say, that's good. The second one, drop 50K, got 0. Would you say it's a waste? Maybe. But me, I prefer to say, let us look at these things in aggregate. Let us look back and say, in January, this is how much I spent. How much did I make? In February, this is what I spent. How much did I make? So let's look at these things in aggregate. And then we'll be able to make much more better decisions. So yeah, there will always be waste, and there'll be ups and downs. We're trying to optimize. We're trying to spend effectively. Now, to reduce waste and to make things effective, what we're trying to do is we need to work on targeting. Are we sending messages to the right people? Because if we're sending messages to the wrong people, already we're wasting money. The wrong person is not going to be your customer. So targeting, am I sending to the right person? Messaging, I'm sending it to the right person, but am I using the right kind of words that resonate with them, or that would appeal to them, or that will make it easy to convince them? And then conversions, I'm sending it to the right person. The messaging that I'm using is correct, but do I have the skill to get them to take the next step? When you work on these three, targeting, messaging, and then conversions, the amount of money that is wasted will be going down and down and down. But do not deceive yourself that there's nobody who does not waste money when it comes to business promotion. Some of your advertising naira will be wasted. Some of your poster naira will be wasted. When you put fuel in your car and you drive out and you visit 10 people, some of that money will be wasted, because there's no how that you go and visit 10 people and you do business with all 10. So there is waste. We're just trying to reduce the waste. We're trying to optimize the effectiveness. So don't be one of those people who wakes up and says, I don't want to waste money. If you don't want to waste money, you find out that you're one of those people who stays in the house 247. You're posting on LinkedIn, posting here, posting there. You're not seeing results. It's because you're shrinking. We're trying to expand out here. So expand, see what works, optimize, and take feedback, reiterate, and then keep moving. So that's how we get a greater yield on our advertising costs and our business promotion costs. Work on your targeting. Make sure it's going to the right people. Work on your messaging. Make sure that you're using words, phrases, slang, whatever that these people understand. Work on conversion, so that when they call you, they email you, and you start the conversation, you now know how to move this conversation through to a close sale. Now, he doesn't know his UVP, unique value proposition. This is the final one. Yeah, it happens to everybody. The solution actually is you ask people, why did you do business with me? Why did you buy this specific fragrance? Why did you decide to go with this versus that? It's from having all these sorts of conversations. I mean, of course, after the people have paid you money and everything, you now call them up. Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate your purchase. I hope you are enjoying the perfume, the everything, the all whatnot. I hope it made you smell nice and fresh at the last club party and this and that. Bros, I beg no vex. I just have a couple of questions. Just help me move my ministry forward. The guy will say, you're my guy. Ask now. And then you start asking those questions. Why you do business with me? Why did you buy from me? Why did you pick Isimiyaki instead of Calvin Klein? By the way, I don't know if Calvin Klein makes perfumes, because I'm not really a clothing person. I just know that when I was in secondary school, those were the things that were used to rock. Isimiyaki, Calvin Klein, Tom Ford, who again? This guy, Tommy Hilfiger. Those are the things that were reigning. But I think back then, Tommy Hilfiger was just clothes, not perfumes. But now, Tommy Hilfiger has perfumes. So let's see what else. So just ask people. That's how you know your UVP. Now, like I said at the top of the episode, the reason why you ask and try and figure out your UVP is because whatever people say, that is what becomes your market messaging. Remember, we're talking about targeting people and making sure that the messaging is on point. It's based on what people say. That is what your market messaging is going to be. As it is actual words and phrases that customers are telling you, you will know that it will resonate with other people in the market. So that's why we need to know our UVP. So let's see what else. Okay. It will help you to inform your market messaging. Let's see. It will also give you good ideas for problem-based openers. Problem-based openers. Okay, no need to go into that. I've spoken about that in previous episodes, so I won't go into that again. Then, like I said, it'll also make it easier for you to convert, because if you have a good idea of your ICP, the ideal customers you're supposed to be talking to, and you have a clear sense of your UVP, why people are buying from you, it makes it easier to close the deal. Because from looking and interacting with people, you will now know that, okay, is this my guy? Is this my babe? Am I talking to the right person? Okay, I'm talking to the right person. This is how I should handle the conversation. You just be able to figure out, look, the ICP is wrong. This is not my person. Or the UVP is wrong. My value proposition doesn't apply here. So let me move on and let me go and talk to somebody else instead of wasting time with somebody who will never buy. So that is a conversation that never happened with Divine. If you would love to connect with me for a strategy session, for a business audit, or you have questions you'd like for me to answer, again, the number to call 080-6466-2140, country code +234. That's my WhatsApp number. Yeah, that's it. Or connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm not on any other socials. The name to look for is Tavishima Ayede. And then I also have a YouTube channel, same name, Tavishima Ayede. So thank you very much for your time and attention. Remember, if you do get in touch, yes, I will give you a time slot, but it's up to you to make it happen. If you miss it, I might try to schedule 1 or 2 times, but I'm not going to chase you, basically. And yes, I will end up making a podcast episode about the conversation that never happened. So even if we don't talk, don't worry. Keep listening to the podcast. Eventually, you hear the episode where I dedicated it to your questions. But the reasons why I like to make sure that we're having the conversation is there are some other questions that I would have liked to ask to be sure that I'm addressing the right problem and giving the right solutions. Abi? Yeah, the right recommendations, to actually solve whatever problems it is that you're facing. So thanks for your time and attention. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.